I'm doing, and as always, welcome to Counseling Talk. So the topic for today is jealousy, and you know, how does jealousy impact a relationship, right? So maybe you're out there and you have that question. You find yourself really digging into it, and I think just backing up from it can impact it really in a profound way. Jealousy has to do not just with the current moment, but with what happened in the past. So when you think about jealousy, and if you're someone that's going through that right now, I want you to kind of dig back. Let's say that I use myself as an example, just hypothetical, so we can play with it. Let's say within my relationship, when I'm at work, right, I'm across town working, I start to feel jealous and I start to feel insecure, right? Those two elements start to dance. Maybe I text my wife, my partner, and I say, hey, where are you? What's going on? What are you doing? Just checking in, if you will. And it takes her, 10 minutes, 20 minutes to respond. I start to feel a little bit insecure. I start to feel that something's going on there. Or another example could be that we're going out and we're checking out, and there's this guy out there. He's a good-looking dude, right? 6 foot, tan skin, just good-looking guy, right? And she's just saying, hey, yeah, we're having a good day. Just responding to the questions. I'm hanging back with the kids, if you will, and that could stir up jealousy. So what I think is important is not to focus on the moment that the jealousy is taking place, but more on where did this jealousy, come from? How did it develop? If you've got a mold that landed on your skin, let's figure out where it came from. So hopefully that mold example makes sense. Now that I'm thinking about it, I hope that it makes sense. So when we dig into it, think about your past relationships. Think about who you dated in the past. Were you treated with respect? Were your boundaries abided by, if you will? If you found yourself in past relationships and you were hurt, you were cheated on, you were lied to, you had a date at 5, they didn't show up till 7, they told you that they would be there for you, but then they weren't there for you. All of those are connected. The development of insecurity, the development of allowing jealousy to be something really easily to play with. Another area to look at, and again, what we're doing is we're just digging into this. Another area to look at would be how you feel about yourself, right? Your self-esteem, your self-worth, your self-confidence. If all of those three areas are lower on the spectrum, typically we want them higher. We want a high self-esteem, high self-confidence, high self-worth. But if they are lower, what can take place is that you may find yourself feeling jealous towards your partner, maybe because you feel insecure in yourself. It could be that, again, my partner is there communicating with the clerk at the store, but because I feel that I'm not good enough, I feel that maybe I don't complete her, I don't satisfy her, whether it's, physically, sexually, emotionally, whatever way, because of myself, right, my self-esteem, my self-confidence, my self-worth, because they're all low, I could what's called project that out. And as I project that out, what I'm doing is I'm projecting that jealousy. But realistically, what's taking place is that I just haven't, developed myself whole, into my authentic, genuine, strong self, if you will. With having a high self-esteem, having a high self-worth, and a high self-confidence. And again, much of this video is very, introduction to understanding that component of jealousy. The other part would be, if you're going back into your past, looking at how your childhood was. Maybe you found yourself as a child, and you were an only child. We'll just play with this, and another child came in. Or your parents started to put more attention somewhere else. Overall attention went somewhere else. That lack of attention that you were receiving created jealousy. I'm jealous because I want that. I want what I was receiving, or I want what I never had, or I want what I think I want. If you're able to kind of play with each of those three components there, they highlight that level of jealousy. So I hope that this video was helpful. I hope you're able to kind of step back and say, okay, that's maybe where it's at. I know that we didn't get too much into coping skills, looking at what do we do with jealousy, how do we address it. So keep an eye out on the YouTube channel, Counseling Talk. I'll be sure to do a video on that so you're able to kind of dig in while addressing it. And then as always, these videos, I provide them to be helpful. But I do think, if you find yourself kind of checking the box and saying, yes, I do struggle with that, taking a deeper dive, maybe working with a counselor. If you're in my area, hitting up a counselor in Santos Counseling. If you're in your area, hitting up a counselor in your area. Right now, there's tons of people that do telehealth, so that's available. Just something that goes a little bit deeper. If you haven't done so already, I would love if you could subscribe, join the YouTube channel, so that we're able to grow. One of the ways that a YouTube channel grows is by having people like you watch it. Also by having people leave reviews, leave comments, and subscribe. As always, take care and have a good rest of the day.